Hi everyone, this is your host and your coach, Dr. Mary Ayers from www.tapintooaction.com. And on today's show, we're going to extend the conversation that we've been having about self-worth, about raising your self-worth, looking at where do you get your self-worth, because that acts as a container. You can only have as much in life as you believe you're worthy of. And the more worth you personally have, the more you're going to allow in your life. So, see, you're only going to ask for what you feel you're worth. So if you're applying for a job and you're talking about salaries, you're only going to ask for what you feel you're worth. If you have a business and you provide services, the same applies here. It's your worth, your belief about your worth that is going to determine what you're comfortable asking for. And you're only going to get what you feel deserving of, whether that's love or success or abundance. Again, the container size is going to determine what you're willing to let in. And the good news, and there is good news about this, is that the person in control of how big that container is you. And so that means that no matter how small that container might be to start out with, you can do something about it to expand it, which means that you have the capacity, it's in your control to be able to expand that container so that you can have more enjoyment, more abundance, more love, more success. Right there, it's yours for the asking, as long as you're willing to open up the container by feeling a greater sense of your worth. So, how do you do that? Well, what we're going to do on today's show is we're going to start by measuring how big your current container is. And then we'll do some tapping in order to do some work on opening it up. First, let's do a measurement. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I want you to really think about these questions, feel them, not in your head. I want you to feel them in your body, because it's your body as your subconscious is really letting you know what the truth is, not what you wish it to be, but really what the truth is. And that's where we want to do the expansion, is on that subconscious program level. So what is your deserving limit? How much money are you comfortable with? Now I want you to try it out. I want you to say an amount. Get that amount in, what you feel you're comfortable with. And then I want you to double it. And I want you to double it again. Now look at that amount. If you're still comfortable, first of all, kudos to you. That's an indicator that you have a pretty good container already. But I want you to again double it again so that you can feel the limits of that container, where its boundaries are. Next question. How much love, consideration, attention are you comfortable with? Now for this one, I want you to imagine acts of kindness and attention being lavished on you. I'm not talking about occasional. I am talking about that it is a constant in your life. This loving gesture, the admiration, the attention. How much are you comfortable with having that attention being put on you, having that much love coming towards you? Next question. How much ease do you think you deserve? For this one, I want you to imagine receiving offers of help, of consideration. Somebody saying, hey, I'll come by and help you clean your yard. I'll come by and help you paint your house. I'll come by just to have dinner with you so you're not alone. Think about this and feel what that would feel like. Somebody wanting to give you opportunities to make your life a little easier. Hey, I'll drive over there for you. I'll pick that up for you. All of those are small acts of kindness and giving to make your life easier. Your job is to say, how does that feel? The next question, how much good fortune is allowed in your life? Now, what would that look like, right? That might be you win trips, or somebody gives you a trip, or maybe they give you the use of their condo at the mountains or at the beach. Or somebody says, I'm going to endorse your business. I want to actually go out of my way and give you some testimonials, and I want people to know how good your business is. I want you to stop for a second and think about how much good fortune are you allowed? Are you comfortable with those kinds of acts of giving? People want to give you things. They want to be there for you. You know, so many times I hear people say, I don't feel anybody supports me. But some of this has to do with what is your capacity to receive it. And this is what we're opening up. One more question for you. How much happiness can you let yourself have? And for this one, I want you to imagine feeling good and not waiting for it to end. Now, it's so easy, and I know that we all do it, right? Where, yeah, I can feel good for a little bit, but there's almost that waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? You know, that kind of, oh, I don't know, I don't really expect it to last. I'm anticipating that there's only so much available to me and that it's going to end. Now, I'm not going to try and tell you that, hey, you can have an endless state of it. Maybe you can. But I know one thing. One thing is that we can open up that container so that we can have it for a longer period of time. It's not this kind of up and down cycle type of a thing. I know that sometimes I've worked with people and it's almost as soon as they're feeling good, they're already anticipating the end of that feeling. It happens so quickly. So we want to expand that. We want to be able to tolerate happiness and goodness and good feelings for longer periods of time. And the way we're going to do that is that we're going to notice the feelings that do not feel good, ease them by focusing on them for just a little bit while we're tapping. And then we're going to start to expand that container, to imagine that container being bigger and bigger and us feeling comfortable with it. So no matter which one of those questions really got you to thinking about it and feeling that maybe some impossibility, or maybe you felt the containment of it, that wouldn't be possible, I wouldn't feel comfortable, I want you to get back in touch with that. Of course, measure it. How big does it feel? And then feel it in your body. Where are you feeling it? Does it feel like a constriction? Does it feel like a pressure? Possibly, does it feel like a little bit of a panic? I know that that can come up for some people. It's like, no, that's not okay. That doesn't feel safe. Whatever it is, notice it. Notice it where it's in your body. And let's get on the karate chop. Follow me. Even though I don't feel comfortable right now with the idea of having more, with having this larger capacity for more love and abundance and kindness and help, I want to have a bigger container for that. But I don't right now. And I'm going to accept myself right where I am, no matter what. Even though I can't imagine feeling comfortable with more money. Especially that number. Or all of that attention and admiration. I can't feel comfortable with it yet. But I'm open to the idea that I can create a bigger container. And when I do, I'm willing to let more come in. Even though I'm surprised that my container isn't ready to have everything I want in it. I've decided that I can be okay with that. Because I know I'm the one who gets to expand that container. I'm the one who gets to say yes. Let's go to the eyebrow. I just don't feel as comfortable yet with more. Side of the eye. I always said I wanted more. Under the eye. But I'm not yet ready to have it. Under the nose. It doesn't feel comfortable yet. On the chin. I'm not as ready as I thought I was. Collarbone. But I know I can get ready. Under the arm. And I'm willing to get more ready now. Top of the head. I'm willing to feel worthy of having more. Back at the eyebrow. I'm willing to feel more deserving of having more. Side of the eye. I'm willing to be ready to receive more. Under the eye. I wonder what it takes to get ready. Under the nose. I wonder what beliefs I would have. Chin. I wonder what it would feel like to be ready. Collarbone. To be expecting. Under the arm. To be excited about it. Top of the head. What does it feel like to feel good receiving? Back at the eyebrow. What does it feel like to feel good feeling love? Side of the eye. What does deserving feel like? Under the eye. Can I have that feeling now? Under the nose. Can I feel it regardless of the conditions around me? On the chin. Can I feel the ease on demand? Collarbone. Just calling it up in my body whenever I want. Under the arm. What if that's something I can teach myself? Top of the head. What if these are feelings I can learn? Back at the eyebrow. What if these new beliefs are just a skill I can acquire? Side of the eye. How big would I make that container? Under the eye. I'm ready for a bigger container. Under the nose. I'm ready to feel more self-worth. On the chin. I'm ready to feel more valued. Collarbone. I'm ready to feel even more deserving. Under the arm. I'm willing to welcome more good fortune. Top of the head. And I know I can learn to say yes even more. Take a bit of a breath. Think back on what that more you were looking for. More love, more value, more worth, more ease, more good fortune. How does it feel now? Does it feel a little, can you feel that container just opening up a little bit more? And if you're not there just yet, what you did is you explored and now have an appreciation for, maybe there's still something getting in the way, and that gives you an idea of the work that you can do. But how good that you know, because nothing is more irritating than wanting something and staring at that vision board when the issue is that I have an internal program that isn't letting it in, and the value of knowing that I'm the one who can expand that. That's exciting stuff, because that puts it back in our hands. It's not in the past. It's not something that somebody else did to us, or the household I was raised in, or the trauma that I had. It tells us that we now have the capacity right in our hands, and we can do that work, and we can create, we can carve out a bigger life for us than what we originally were programmed to think that we could live. Now we get to carve out a bigger life. So what would you have to believe about yourself to be able to say yes to any of the questions I asked? And how are you going to practice those beliefs? Let me give you a little hint here. It's about the feeling. It's not so much what you tell yourself, it's about what it feels. That's why I'm always focused on that. You want to be able to feel the feelings anytime, no matter what the conditions are. We're not waiting for conditions to show up in order to feel it. How you create those new beliefs, how you start living in that bigger box, is by how you feel. And you can teach yourself those new feelings. So my challenge to you is that what if you tried this for a month? You played with it for a month. You asked yourself, you kind of did a size check in the morning. Take something that you are wanting, whether it's more money or love or more ease in your life, and put it to the test. Ask yourself, am I ready for more? How much more? Can you imagine how that might come, how it might feel to step into that situation? Now is when you want to feel it. Can you step into the feeling of it? Can you get the feeling of the joy from it? Even though it's not there yet, the conditions are not there in your life yet, can you practice feeling that? And would you be willing to do that every day for a month? Because let's get scientific about it. Let's find out what would happen, what would change in your life. Look for it and expect to see a change. Give yourself the permission to try it for a month and see what happens. And good gosh, email me. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about the things you're noticing showing up in your life when you do this. Because I'm telling you, if you do it for a month and you see some proof showing up, then the conditions start to come in. It's going to sell you on it, and you're going to want to keep repeating it and doing it again and again. And in no time at all, that is going to be the belief that you are actually living in. It will become a part of who you are, and that becomes your new program. And now you've created a bigger picture of yourself that you're living in. I'm excited to hear where you go with this. Well, this is your Coach Mary, and if you're recognizing that you need some help to move past your past and reset some new beliefs about yourself, then email me at mary@tapintoaction.com. We'll set up a time to chat and see how I can be helpful to you, right? We can really get this challenge that we're presenting to ourselves. It's nice sometimes to have somebody who can help you follow through and hold you accountable and help you get through all the rough spots with it. And that's what I do as a coach. So if you find that that would be helpful for you, send me an email. And until next time, everybody, stay brilliant. Hi, this is your Coach Mary, and I know that when it comes to taking action, there are times, no matter how sincere your intentions are, that you still can't get yourself to take action. I get it. Sometimes fear and anxiety can be so overwhelming that you don't even know where to begin. I want you to know you don't have to do it alone. So here's one action you can easily take. Go to tapintoaction.com to find resources to support you. And while you're there, you can download the powerful and popular How to Tap Your Way to Success audio and workbook. It's free. So go to tapintoaction.com now.